Alright, welcome to Midnight Ed. I am Thomas Harrington and I will be walking you through AppShed. AppShed.com is a really neat tool for educators in that they can make their own app for their classroom. If you go to appshed.com, appshed.com, and it will bring you to something that looks like this. Of course, if you're watching this video years later, it may not look exactly the same, but I'm pretty sure the functions will be pretty similar. Go over here to register. When you click register, it will go over here and give you the different options. You can do a student account if you have an EDU account. Over here is free. I like free. And if you're a teacher, you understand the need for free. So clicking over register starter, name, email, password, prove you're not a machine, or I guess somebody who can't spell, I reckon. And then of course you got I agree to the terms, you register, and you're done. So I've already registered, so I'm gonna go here and log in. All right, let's see here. And then we're gonna say log in, and it will ask you a few questions as we get there. Product chooser. Once again, once the Internet of Things section kind of grows older, maybe this won't be here. Granted, I highly recommend you get acquainted with this. That's really cool stuff. But going up here to App Builder, it's going to give you another page. I want to go to App Builder, which is down here. And there we are. We are in. So this is your little device that will show off all the cool changes. Yours will not have anything if you're a new user, so don't freak out or anything. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on New App. When you click on New App, you will actually accomplish the first thing we're trying to accomplish over this video. Number one, we want to create a new app. I just did it. Number two, we're going to change the icon so everyone will be amazed at how wonderful and technologically savvy you are. And the third thing, we're going to actually make some tabs, which are located at the bottom. For the next go around, we're actually going to do screen items, but right now we're just mainly focusing on the tabs. So you should see something that looks similar to this. If you don't see something that looks like this, up near the top you'll see a settings button that will have all the little cogs and whatnot. Click that and it will get you to this point. So I'm going to name my app. I'm going to put ELL app because I'm going to write this app for my ELL class. For description, well, not too difficult. You just need to write a description of the app. And once again, if you see down here, it says this will appear in the App Store. So when you're making these things, be aware that if in your description you do a good description, people will be able to find it for later. So I'm just put this app is for Mr. Harrington's ELL class. It contains useful links. And of course, you can type anything you want in your description and name it anything. Because the whole point is this is your app. You're going to rock it, and all of your students will think you're cool for at least a week, week and a half, right? So it contains useful links for learning English and links for learners and links to various tutorials to help you in your other classes. All right, there we go. Now, once you get the name of it, description of it, we'll scroll down a little bit to category. Category, I'm going to click education. And then this is where we're going to start getting creative because we have the icon. Check out what it looks like. When you name it, once again, you got to be careful because on icon, you don't have very much room. So it's going to have to be squished under there. I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to click this button, which on iPhones takes you out to the main menu. This is what my app looks like. ELL app. All right. Click it once. It's going to ask me, do I want to open it? So I'm going to click open. This is the settings button I was telling you about earlier if you had started in a different location. I'm going to change my icon. Okay, a couple of helpful hints. Here it says it's a 114 by 114 square, and that's the minimum, and that's what will go here. So open up a new tab in your web browser and go to this online picture editor called Sumo Paint. Don't fear, there are no obese men in diapers. The Sumo Paint is, I have no idea why they named it that, but it is pretty cool. And I'm going to go to try it online. And here we are. We're looking at a online picture editor. I'm going to go to image and go to image size, and we're going to shoot for the minimum, like some students I know, right? So 114, 114, okay. It's going to be a little small, but that's okay. I'm also going to go over here. I want to zoom in a little bit so I can edit it a little bit easier. So this is my soon-to-be icon. I'm going to click my little paint bucket tool, and I'm going to choose a nice color to go along with it. And there's my background color. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and select the color to something different. I'm going to go to text, put it here, I'm going to put ELL. And I'll move it over, try to center it a little bit better. And there is my wonderful app, okay? My app icon, rather. I'm going to go over here to File. I'm going to say Save to my computer. And I'm going to type in a name for it so it's easy to find. ELL icon. I'm going to save it as PNG. Don't save it as a sumo. I think both PNG and JPEG will work within AppShed. Click Save. Save it to my download folder. Save. And it's done. So let's see what we've done. So go to AppShed again. View this page. And we're going to change the icon. So once again, we're back here in the settings for the app. I'm going to click this. And here we are, image user. Once again, you won't have anything here if you're a new user. These are different photos I've uploaded. So I'm going to click Upload. I'll go over to ELL icon blue. I'm going to click Open. I'm going to select. It'll pop up with it highlighted for you. And there we go. Now let's see what we've done. I want to save it. And then I want to click the home button. And now I'm quite content because here's my wonderful icon with ELL in. Once again, click it, go to open, and let me show you a few other things about the settings before we move to the tabs quickly, right? This is the splash screen. You can make it anything you want. I have fun with this. If you saw on some of my, like I'll go over here to browse. One of the images I did was a picture of my face looking at my students. And so, that way I can look like Big Brother for them or something. So I'm going to keep that on there. And I'm going to save it. Always be sure to save it. This sometimes will not ask you if you're shutting down your window. It sometimes will not ask you and you'll lose your work. So here we are with our wonderful app with screen name. Just if you click screen name, it will do nothing. We'll get to that later. That's intriguing, but we'll get there. I'll change it later. So here's our tabs. If I click this tab, it has these different options. If I navigate, it's not going to change because that's where we were to begin with. I want to click it once. I don't click edit. And this is what you'll see. It has tab name, okay? We're going to change that. I'm just going to change it to home. And we'll save it. And now look, you got home, with a little home icon. How nice. So there, now I click on it and it lets me edit it. What gives? So if you can click screen name here, click edit. You can name it anything you want. I'm going to call mine home screen. No, I'm going to call it ELL home, since that's what I'm going to try to do for it. So now here's my wonderful app so far. I have ELL home. I have a home button on the tab, and that's it. So we're going to make a new tab. If you look up here with the little purple square, that's also tabs. I'm going to click a standard tab. Click here, and it's going to open up a new dialog, and it's just like any of them. You can change the icon, you can change the name, and so let's go ahead and change the name. I'm going to make a link for my students to access their grades. So we'll put grades. Once again, you can go and make a new icon for this. I've uploaded a few. We'll go for this one. You can go for the computer one. Why not? It says grades, and I want to save it. Now, if I scroll down here, you're going to see the home button. You're going to see the grades button, and a new tab. You won't see that when you're looking at the actual app. So I have grades. I've named it, but I haven't told it what to do. That's where you click on it again. If I click on it and click edit, and let's tell it where to go. If you go over here to action, this says standard screen. Go over here to change action. I want to scroll down, and we'll go over all of these in future videos. I want to scroll down to web. And web is pretty simple. It just asks for the address. Well, I need to find the address. So I'm going to go over here to my school's website. Let's see here. Yeah. And I'm going to go over here to grades for students and parents, because this app is geared towards my students. And this is the website I want them to go to. So I want to copy this URL. And then I'm going to paste it in. And I want to save it. Yeah. And this is what they'll find when they go to this website. So I'm going to hit my home button. So this is my ELL home. The students, when they get there, they can click on their grades, and then they can check the grades. All right, so now you have been able to change your icon. You've been able to add a tab, and you've created an app that now looks wonderful and cool. In future sessions, we'll go over standard screen items. We'll go through every type. That way you can choose which ones you want. Also, before we leave, I'm going to navigate back to this and show you when you finish what to do. You have to publish your app to make it available to students. Once you click that, it'll load it to the App Store. Then you click on Share. When you click on Share, click Web App. So when you click there, it's going to give you a web address. I'm not published, so of course it's not working for me. But it will give you the web address after you publish it, and that's what you share with your students. When they get on their phones, they go to that web address, and when they're there, they can click on a button and save it to their home screen, and it's perfect. It's working like a real app. All right, that's all for now, and I'll see you in the next session when we go over more screen items and more tabs. Thanks.